Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to start with my Bachelor collection. I'm really excited to show you what I did and how it went. So let's get started. So many of you guys know that I did study fashion design and now I have finally my Bachelor. I am free, I am not a student anymore. I'm really happy about that. I can do what I want. But before I can show you that, I wanted to tell you about my Bachelor degrees because I think there's just so much process and so much to show and to how to be a fashion designer. It's really exciting. It's like my passion. You guys know that I'm doing it every single time I can do. So I just thought that I'm going to show you everything that I did and what we have to do, how I studied, what I liked, what I not liked, everything like that. How did everything started? So what's the starting point of the collection? So how I did start, I was on a vacation, which I cannot really say, but yeah, I was in a vacation in Portugal, and then my teacher said, well, just send me 3 options of Bachelor inspiration. So I had like minimal time. So in that point, in that start, I didn't really know what I want to do. So and I got my inspiration on the ocean. So I went for a walk and just thought about what I want to do and where I want to be one time. And that was just the start, and I started researching a lot about the ocean, about what's going on in the ocean, about Cleopatra, about where the pearl came from, what's the pearl history, about pearl diver, all the stories about it, all the stories about the ocean. I had also an idea to go really about this ocean cleanup system and all the trash in the ocean and all of that. So I had separate ideas, but it was basically the same style and the same way I wanted to go. So whenever I went back to the university after my vacation, I just showed them. So in a fashion design, you have always present yourself. You have to do presentations and show what you want. I had an internship at a bride's atelier here in Hamburg where I studied. At that point I had a really nice dress I can show right here, which I made in my internship. But my biggest problem was that I loved the big sleeves. That was just my opinion. And I loved the neck part. So that was something I wanted to do. And then the boss of the atelier, she was talking to me really much. So I had to change so much. I was really not happy with the coming out. It was not fitting really well. It was too short. It was not like I wanted to be. And I was really into how to make corsets, how to start with bonings, how to work with laces, with tulle and with all the materials. I decided that I want to do a bridal's collection. And if a collection is over and it's older 2 years, the dresses are just gonna get burnt or thrown away or whatever. And my concept is just that I wanted to use the old dresses, like wedding dresses or formal dresses, luxury dresses, and they're old, there may be used ones, and creating something completely new out of that. So it's basically an upsetting collection. I feel like that's a really important thing because in the wedding area, it's just that you're having one wedding dress and you're wearing it once. And then it's in a closet, it's somewhere you're not gonna wear it anymore or something like that, which is just something I would say really wrong because it's the material you have to work with, and the material has so much layers. I did made a skirt and it has only 5 meters of fabric, just the one skirt, which is insane. So you have a lot material to work with, and there's so many options to do. So you don't have to have the wedding dress and creating something new out of that, the wedding dress. So that's basically my concept and my business idea. Also, you have to have also a little bit a business idea for that, for the bachelor degree. So that was the point I wanted. So how can I get used dresses? I did on Facebook and Instagram, and also I texted a lot of on email. Which had a store. And I just told them my story, that I'm a bachelor degree, I have my inspiration, I have a little concept behind it. Can you guys help me out? really happy that so many people respond to me really positive. One person was just the first one. There was a bride's store in Munich. She did also the story Till in Tränen, which is like a wedding show in Germany right here. So she also did that, and she just responds right away, I'm for it, just send me your address and I'm going to send you some dresses. So that's how I got my materials, but I still didn't know what I gonna get, what can I work with. So 2 weeks later, a really huge package came in with like 6 wedding dresses. It was insane. I was so happy. There was a jumpsuit in silk fabric, which like crepe fabric with like really see-through fabric, which I really like. And we had also in satin dress. We had some laces, some tulles. So she gave me a huge variation what I can do with. So I was really happy. And it also has been all in the size 38. It's like the European size. So from that stage on, you have to see what do you have for materials, what you can do. So you're gonna start making an inspiration board, a mood board, what you want to do, how you want to work. I just decided that I want really see-through stuff. I want to play with the shine, with the see-through, with the flow of the dresses, with the fabrics, all stuff like that. And I also want to include all the pearls. In the time, I just completely made something different, so I'm just gonna tell you the story right now. But that's how I started, and then you're just starting drawing, sketching, researching for looks. Maybe you look also for some runway collection and just everything like you want to do, and you also always changing stuff up, what you can do, what you cannot do. Parallel to that, you also start making some sewing patterns for that. So, and for my type, I also had to seam rip the whole thing. So all the dresses I had to seam rip, so I just have the materials and I can see what can I work with. I know that I wanted to have a princess dress, a mermaid dress, a short dress, and also a jumpsuit with like blazer jacket. I use for that. I also have to research what I want to do. I tried out a couple of things. Something you also do is researching for some structure of your fabric, like how can you work with it, what can you put on top of it. I also wanted to put the relief on top of that. Look for some inspiration pictures for that. How can I use that? How did maybe Dior did that? I researched for Dior a lot. So I did start with the jacket, which has just some pearls elements on here. I made the sewing pattern. The jacket I placed in the elements with the pearls for that, and I really liked it. And that was the start of just doing the bachelor degree. And this jacket was the start and the end, I have to say, because on the end it was the last piece I had, which had nothing underneath. So I had a jacket and I had no clue what I want to do underneath, but it was the start and the end. So that's really funny. After I had my mock-ups, which are like my work tryouts and my sketches and also the fabric, you basically plan what you want to do out of what. You're gonna start making the sewing patterns. You're gonna sew that once, really like not pretty or something, just for the shape that you can have fittings. And after that, you're just gonna do the same sewing project I always show you guys. So you're just starting making the pattern. You're gonna cut everything out, you're gonna sew them together, and then you're also changing some stuff up. So after I also made all the dresses, beside that, I planned also my shooting, my photo shooting. I had a really nice friend of me who you guys probably know already, but she took so many pictures of my collection. Yeah, so I did start it kind of in February, and then in August I did start planning all the shooting stuff and models and makeup, hair artists, so everything you're gonna need for that. So I was lucky to find a company and people on Instagram where I texted and there were hair and makeup, and people of hair and makeup know each other from other hair and makeup, so it just came all together. And it's also something that you always have to come up with your idea, with your inspiration, with your concept. You maybe show them a little bit of your inspiration picture, of the mood, of the hair, of the makeup, if they're interested in that. I was so lucky that the people loved my work and they said, well, you're so nice. So I was really happy with that. The people really liked my work and they really wanted to work with me, which was just insane. I really loved the shooting so much. It was a great experience. I asked also on Instagram, I did like a casting call where so many people just came to me, and I also added some friends who I know a lot of people, so they just posted on their stories and following along. So that was a part I think I had about 15. I think I had about 15 women who would like to model for me, so I did that. And the most work I did was November, December and January, I have to say. December was tough, I have to say, because also I did went through a lot of health issues and health problems. I got my wisdom teeth out, which was really bad. Shooting was, I think, the 9th of December. So that was the point, or the 8th of December, something like that. And the 2 weeks before that, I was basically I was working so hard every single night. I had less sleep. Sometimes I had only hours of sleep, something like that, because I just was working and knew I had to get this stuff done. So it was a tough time, but it was worth it. It was so worth it. We had an awesome shooting. We had an awesome collaboration. I'm gonna make so many videos out of that. Again, it's just like introducing video to you guys. Did the presentation for that. We also had a pop-up store. We also had a fashion show. So that's something, after you are having your degree and your collection, you were still working the stuff up. So you never stop, basically. It's something you say like before the show is work after the show. So there's a lot. So I hope you guys are interested on my Bachelor collection and what I did. The videos are gonna come up. I'm really up to that. I haven't filmed them, but I have not cut them already, so I also don't know what's gonna come, but I did plan so many videos for that. So that's just gonna be the start. Let me know in the comments down below if you're gonna like that or not. Also some feedback. I'm also up to feedback. All the topics I said I'm gonna show you in the following video. This is just an introducing video, so I'm just gonna have to say I'm gonna see you in the next video. Bye!